what you talking about. There's still something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stop us, those chains. Keep them moving. Yeah! It's airing out there, fellas. Running in for a touchdown.
Stroud in the air to start us off. Buys time, rolling right. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to have it after his second interception of the season. And there it is, partner. Tough to resist starting the game with a deep shot. I know you know that. It is aggressive, but also very high risk, high reward.
It is, Kate, and you know as an offensive player, especially as a quarterback, you go to bed that night, these plays are scripted. You're going to come out, you're going to take a shot. There you got to show a little restraint. If it's not there and that defense has the awareness they just did, boy, you got to be real careful to not give them an opportunity to do what they just did and make a huge play defensively.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Allen taken right to the air. Shakir with the grab. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Putting the tight end in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds Kincaid. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. First down of the game for James Cook. Space to the left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills parlay the interception into points. It's a James Cook touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. He lets a heater go deep. Big gain downfield. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. They'll say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Stroud. Oh, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Let's see what they went with on third down. They put a receiver in motion right. Third and long for him here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. On play action, here's Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Getting out to his left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So now, here's third and goal. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Opportunity here for this defense if they can make this stop on third and goal. Shotgun now for Stroud. Touchdown, Houston! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Play action now. Allen. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. Allen. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They've got a man in motion. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Now Allen off the play action. He puts some power on a deep one left. Wide open, downfield. Got it! And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills break the tie here in the first. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Basson for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Bass now to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
11, 11. Rolling, fellas. Let's keep the pressure on him.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. It is caught left side. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Has his man, it's Mixon. Dukes out a one-stop. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down, Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Mixon on the toss. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've been moving it well, but face a third down here. Throwing is Stroud. That's caught for the first. Oh, he struck that. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
And he does not tie this game. His extra points off. They remain down by 1. Probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he gets him around 6 there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
From the 36, he finds Kincaid. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10. Here's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And they make the tackle at the 38. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Handoff now from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
They motion the tight end over. Allen on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Bills in possession. Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1. He tries to sneak it, and he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Vasson for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills grow their lead to 8. Bass now to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking to throw, Stroud. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Motioning the tight end now. 1st down throw for Allen. Escapes out to the left. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Saw that screen coming, and there for the interception. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. He's got open space,
chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. He's got room to roam here. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And now it's 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Allen now on 1st down. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills grow their lead to 8. Bass now to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Steamroller, baby!
Stroud off the play fake. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Here we go. Keep it together.
Back to throw it. Forced out to his right. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Cook, running left. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Again, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Blitz coming here. Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Allen fires out wide, complete. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 4. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Cook trying this one up the gut. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Cut near the goal line. And in, touchdown Buffalo. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills lead by 15 now. Bass now to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here we go. Keep the pressure on him up there.
Second and 6 now. Pass caught by Tank Dell. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it sets up a Houston first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All right.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Options are open here. It's second and inches.
Defense can't stop you.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard.
Right out. Keep pushing the ball downfield. Score on these guys.
All right, set now, first and 10.
All right. Look the hot, look the hot. Come on, boys. Let's power up. Why, Tony?
To the air, Stroud. Catch is made in close. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I love throwing that first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
On the quick, right?
Again, they give to Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Buckle up, it's third and goal. On the ground again with Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. Looking for an open... Oh, brother, it's another interception. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
Allen setting up play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. This is Cook on the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes it in at the 26. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And it's going to be Texans football.
Take it to the half. Shot.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They send a receiver in motion right. 1st down, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It was Johnny on the spot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans facing a 15-point deficit. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go, let's go.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
Here's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Big gap up the middle, and he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock.
Hey, yo, fresh out the... Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, voice is shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, they no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My and Kindle beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my man's a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I till I can't. Saw mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Adelmar crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up just to stun. Can't all in your brain. I'm going Batman. I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gon' do? 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 Up in up. What you gon' do?
I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guaps. If I get it the pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, I flew elevator, we face them and Brad. How you want deposit the memo or cash? Red light, yellow light, green light, go. The event, so I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend called, want me alone. None of my bitches be your home, and I blah. I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Her get Bucky a goner. What you gon' do? 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 Open up. Stunt.
I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. I ain't on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the Achi. I put the girl in the top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said, okay, loser.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Time now for the second of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend. And off we go on this Saturday night. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now the second back taken in the April draft, it's Trey Benson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Slot receiver, headed right. Murray now on 2nd down. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Peyton Ellis.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now the second-year man out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here is Penix. That's caught. Ray McCloud. He'll get about 6 before. Taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. He's got it at the 7, and he's in. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Atlanta.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. In trouble, and down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
2nd down, Murray. Open man down the field, it's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page. and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here, because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive, and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Murray going to hand this to Benson. The speed on display. He's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Gray brought in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a short pickup, too, about the 42-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here for Robinson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Mooney in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. He'll try to run for it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield. Nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
That's caught left side by Pitts.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Penix now off the bootleg. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. So after 1, here on Super Wild Card Weekend, Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Robinson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Taking off.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Look wide, get this one complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Gray brought in motion. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Murray. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, He ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
McLeod to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. London brought in motion. Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now Murray on 1st down. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Here's 3rd and 2. McBride is the motion man. 3rd and 2. Now Murray. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. To throw again is Murray. They'll get this out wide to Harrison. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Murray. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline. Trey Benson, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, we've got to find a way to connect.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Murray's going to throw again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Fuller. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
First and 10 now from the 36. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. That's going to be caught by Gray. He's across midfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. On the give, it's Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. first down. It's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. So it is halftime here in the NFC Wild Card matchup, as we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC Wild Card game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He's got his target. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll go again with Robinson. He is in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. The offense staying put. They will go for two.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
From the gun, here is Penix. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Now, he'll air one out. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll throw. It's Penix. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Kaiser White able to make the tackle. On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. And now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Gray brought in motion. To the goal line and in. Danny Gray. Touchdown Atlanta. On is Koo for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. He's going to try it here again. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Clark Phillips. And the Falcons are going to take over just shy of midfield.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
Mooney in motion. On play action, Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And he will go all the way. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Falcon. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run. We've got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Murray now to throw on 1st down. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. Now, deep ball for London. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up. Mooney in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
zone. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. Into the secondary at the 45. 20. 15. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Cardinals 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Robinson. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Make me come down there.
Guys,
How does this even happen?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To throw is Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
Mooney in motion. Throwing now, Penix on first down. Short throw taken by Pitts. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Penix gonna throw again. That is brought in. And he will score. Harris Campbell. Touchdown Falcons. They continue to add points, Greg. Very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start.
Bradley Pinion set to kickoff.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the move, left is Benson. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll find his tight end, McBride. Down the left sideline. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to...
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Jordan Fuller.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On first and 10, it's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Pitts is the man in motion. On second down, here's Penix. He's going to air this one out. That is hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. That one taken in by London. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the linebacker, Kazir White.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
1st down throw for Murray. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll throw on 1st down with Murray. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete.